Oh, hello everyone. It's another day here at Kings Island, and this is the first for me this year. Actually, I came up here in the afternoon/evening. Every other time I come up here, it's been in the morning. Came up here, it is right now 5:15, and I've only been here for a few minutes. Mostly to see how it is when this year when everyone gets out in the day, as opposed to being here for rope drop. Also, I'm potentially step into Poses to watch a fireworks show here to see how that is, and also maybe try and get a night ride on Orion, because I've never been on that at night before. And who knows, maybe I'll finally get lucky and have a front seat. It's been off and on rain all day, and it still looks like overcast-ish. I know some people who thought about coming up here again, come up here because of the rain. But I'm here, and we'll see what we see. I had thought about saying after closing, but it is incredibly busy today, it looks like. But the app says like Diamondback and Mississippi Timbers are both hour-and-a-half waits based on where the line looks. It's definitely believable. This is the first time I've been here this year. I believe that basically all the tables by restaurants are filled up that you can sit in or sit at. Seeing lines at restaurants, Diamondback, I could tell when I was walking off over this way, had a very long line as well, but I can go take that. I don't think I'm going to ride it, because I don't have to ride it. I've been on it before, and I don't know if I'll be staying up here for a super long time, especially, but it is. See through these trees and bushes, it's quite a long line. I think they have basically the entire queue open, and with the social distance ride, that's easily an hour, probably 90 minutes or so. Which makes me wonder how long the line for Orion is right now. But it's, like I said, it's easily the busiest I've seen it this year. We've been talking about how busy it is. I've been on Retro Life Program, I think 3 times this year. Once at Katie, and one time last week when I worked with my nephew. I walk on every single time right now based on the line, but probably did half hour, 45-minute wait for this, so it's definitely a busy day. So good for Kings Island, bad if you want to have short lines again. I'm wondering if it's today, that this is the first week, this has been the first week they've only been open on weekends. That can be part of it. It's also warm out, but it's not super hot. It's mid-80s today, no humidity. Or at least for Cincinnati, no humidity, so it might be a case of, yeah, there again, there's a line from September to just show you how long it is and how busy it is.
Warning.
Every day, but it might, since it's not super hot, people might not be wanting to wear a mask, might not care as much about wearing the mask.
Repeat.
Not as worried about getting
Do
super
not
hot.
enter.
So it might be causing more people to come up here. If you're one of the people who's been against wearing a mask, leave a comment if you are more likely to once it's getting, today's colder, and we're not going to be staying colder because it's still August, but we're not far from September and October when they'll be open for the weekends to wrap up until the last week in October. Last week when I was up here with my brother and sister and my little nephew, I rode the empty cars with my nephew. We waited on for maybe 5 minutes, and there was basically no line, but there's quite a line out for that right now over there, so it's probably seems like half an hour for this ride. Almost seems like everyone who's been waiting to get to Kings Island this entire year decided to come today, which is a bit of an exaggeration, and it's good for Kings Island and good for the future, but it's just with social distancing, it makes the lines longer. And I'm just curious as to how long the line for Orion is, so I'm gonna hop in line probably and time myself and how long it would take to ride it, so I'll keep you updated. 5:48 and just now in line for Orion. line for it, but I've seen it much worse. It's probably not the longest line here today, which actually surprised me without the access passes and everything, but as you can see, it's now 6:35, so that line was roughly an hour for Orion, a little bit under since I think it was 5:38 when I started in line, and I just got off. Loading the back seat, and it looks like there might be some storm clouds headed in, but I don't know for sure if that's headed this way or not. As you can see, looking down the midway here at Kearney Mall, it almost looks like it's a good old-fashioned day here with the crowds on a typical Saturday of years past. Back before we were all worried about pandemics and social distancing. Back in the good old days of before 2020. It shows you how busy at least it was at least early in the day. They actually have an extension of the queue line outside of the last street of the hill. That just shows you how busy it was. And still is for that matter, but it seems like it's died down a slight bit. And although I've only literally ridden one ride so far, which is Orion, and then I had dinner. Had myself some Skyline. Which, as you know, it's Skyline. Luckily, it's nowhere near as expensive as the actual Skylines, but we expect to pay a lot of the parts. Trying a little bit more time before it gets dark enough to go in line for Orion and try and get a night ride on it. My previous ride was in the back seat today, so maybe if I got lucky, I would have my first night ride and my first front seat ride on that ride. And then it's about 20 till 8, so working second shift. I don't exactly know what time it gets dark, particularly because there's no windows where I work at, because it's a big old warehouse. So I'm hoping that if I get in line for around 8, should be 8-ish, it should be dark by then. Come over back over here and watch their fireworks show, so that can be posted as well. Probably by the time you watch this video, that will, assuming I stay that late, that video will be up, and I'll post a link in the description. But yeah, it's, like I said, a busy day here. It's about to go on, and you can see it is night out, so it's dark out, so I finally got my first night ride on the ride. So as you can see from the last bit I just did, that we get to ride this finally at night. And it is a really fun ride at any time of day, but I definitely enjoyed it at night. And I went until almost the end of August to get a ride after that. Just the way 2020's gone. And I like the whole Area 72 at night for that matter. It's my first time really experiencing now that I'm off the ride, because it was so light out when I got on. This tiny section of the park is two of the Federal Steel coasters, and the only ride I haven't been on yet as far as roller coasters, I believe literally the only roller coaster I haven't been on is Flight of Fear, but it's always got long lines this year because Orion's right there. And now there's roughly half an hour left in the park. Yeah, 9:20. I got a little bit of time to kill, and it's time for another night. I'm in the Rivertown area of the park right now at night, and it's really fine still. There's some people in it, but they died down over here. There's a lot less people on the midways than they were the last time I was here. Over here from and can't help but think the last time I was at an amusement park at night was back in late January when I was at Katie down at Disney. Yeah, just down at Disneyland because it is south of here. It's also a lot more west of here. And that was only 7 months ago, but in some ways it feels like it's years ago of how much stuff's gone on this year with everyone and everything. So it's completely to make so much changes here. But it's nice to be back in the amusement park at night because I think it's better at night. Like, I had 3 wonderful hours at Disneyland at night. So I used a fast pass where I went from, where you went to the hotel room. That's not why I was on for. I went because she wasn't there, but by using max passes, I literally, after Fantasmic that night, I remember I went from like 3 hours. I wrote Pirates of the Caribbean,
You ain't talking about this one, are you?
Big Thunder Mountain, Space Mountain, and Indiana Jones with no more than a 5-minute wait for either of them, probably. And it was after less than 3 hours. It was like from 9:30 to 11:30, so 2 hours. I'm just killing time right now until it's the end of the night and lots of fireworks. I do want to get some footage of International Street at night. Because again, not to keep on talking about Disneyland, but that will remind me of Main Street USA. Because I remember very vividly when the last time we were at Disneyland, when we were walking out, I was just saying goodbye to everything in the video. I think I said goodbye to popcorn on the floor, garbage cans and all that stuff, and now I'll be doing that here tonight because I live a half hour from here as opposed to 3/4 of an hour away. It's been a while since I've seen the Eiffel Tower's lights at night. Boy, is Chick-fil-A popular here. And apparently 9:30 at night is a go-to time for Chick-fil-A, so who knew? And again, it is almost Sunday, so they're probably trying to get it in before they're closed for Sundays. But man, I've never seen a line for food stand that long here at this time of the night. Because it literally is. Blow my phone. 9:33 and there's that many people in line for food. Then again, I bet if I walk down International Street, I'm sure there'll be plenty of people in line for food as well. I've always wondered if we can watch the fireworks from the top of the Eiffel Tower. I'm not gonna do that tonight though, just because I'm sure it's busy. Just had a show over here.
Before we begin, here are a few reminders. Please keep your face covering on at all times and maintain a safe social distance while watching the show. Now please help me welcome to the stage the 7th Stage Band and Michael Williams.
Well, I guess I'll watch this. I don't know how much I'll be able to put on YouTube because it might be copyrighted. Well, that's it. That was my Saturday night at Kings Island. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and as always, if you did, hit the big thumbs up button, as well as remember to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell. And as always, thank you for watching, and we will see you when we see you.